Hello there everybody, it is me XFreezerBunny and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're finishing off our Parasite house build. For those of you who haven't seen last week's build, this is part 2 of a 2-part speed build. I will put a link to part 1. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, you might want to check it out because I did talk a lot about the movie and the build in that one. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, please go ahead and check out the first part and then you can always come back to watching this one. Also, spoiler alert, there is going to be spoilers in this video, so if you're planning to watch the movie at some point, believe me, the less you know coming into it, the better, as I've said many times already. But in this part, we are going to be pretty much furnishing the rest of the interior of the house, which is mostly rooms in the second level. And yeah, this house ended up having a total of 5 bedrooms actually, which is 2 more than what we actually saw in the movie. And if I remember correctly, it ended up having 4.5 bathrooms. That doesn't include all of the secret spaces as well, so there's like a little bedroom and bathroom in the secret bunker as well. So as I mentioned in the last part, I was able to access some floor plans online, thankfully, because the movie has been getting a lot of attention. There's a lot of resources online if you want to recreate them. The biggest challenge for me was actually figuring out the layout for the second floor. So this is the part where I really had to give myself a lot of creative license, because the floor plans were only available for the ground floor as well as a little bit of a glimpse of the basement. But as for the second floor, we really didn't have much in terms of floor plans. So I had to kind of be inventive here, and I was able to fit in all of the rooms I wanted to in the second floor, even though I have also seen some people add some rooms on the third floor. For me, in my case, I left it all empty because I didn't really feel like it needed a third floor. But the fact that a lot of the bedrooms in the house are located in the second floor is actually kind of like another, you know, symbolic aspect of the movie, which, as I mentioned in my previous video, does involve a lot of symbolism. And it basically shows that a lot of the, you know, elites are, you know, above, you know, the lower class people. Because in my previous video, I talked about how the film is, you know, really like a movie about social inequality, basically. So the owners of the house, the Park family, they all spend most of their time in their rooms in the second floor. And then we have the Kims, who are in the middle, and then we have, you know, Mugwang and her husband in like the basement, basically. So yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should really go ahead and watch the movie and the first part as well. But yeah, the bedrooms that we're furnishing, the first one that we furnish is actually Dahe's bedroom. She is the eldest daughter of the family, and her bedroom's actually pretty modern. I think out of all of the bedrooms, that's the one we spent most of our time in. There's a couple of notable features of that bedroom. First of all is the little diary box next to the bed, which does play a little bit of a role in the movie. And I also noticed in Dahe's bedroom, there's a lot of books as well. So she may be a really wide reader or something, or she, I don't know. It's maybe like some school stuff or whatever. Anyway, this bedroom that we're furnishing now is probably my favorite bedroom actually in the whole entire house. This is Da Song's bedroom. He is the younger child. He is the son of this family, and he's kind of very creative, I guess. At the start of the movie, he actually gets like a therapist, like an arts therapist. Yeah, it's a whole thing. but this is definitely like my favorite bedroom. I really loved that bedroom. I don't usually do a lot of, kids' bedrooms, but I really enjoyed that one actually. It made me want to actually, do more kids' bedrooms because I had so much fun recreating it. I feel like the toughest part about furnishing kids' bedrooms in general is just having all of that clutter. But yeah, once you get past that, it's actually really fun and really satisfying as well. And we are now quickly moving on to the final bedroom that we're going to be furnishing in this video, and this is the parents' bedroom. Now, the layout of this bedroom, I had to play around a little bit to get everything where I want it to. I actually don't know where this bedroom is supposed to be in the movie itself, but I ended up placing it in the second floor because there was way too much space anyway, so I just went ahead and placed it here. I don't know, there's a lot of space on the third floor as well, but I didn't really see anything that would indicate it being located on the third floor. But this bedroom is actually a suite, so there's a little dressing room, there's walk-in closet, which we actually get to see a little bit of in the movie as well, and there's also a bathroom as well. So yeah, this is the walk-in closet, which is actually probably my favorite aspect of this room. And yeah, like I said, I tried to get everything where it is like position wise, but I feel like, yeah, because this was such a tricky plan to work with, I had to kind of, like play around a little bit and still make sure that everything is where they're supposed to be, if you guys get what I mean. Anyway, we're moving on to the bathroom. Now, there is quite a lot of bathrooms in this house. I don't actually know if it's common for Korean households to have only one bathroom or if it's, more common to have multiple bathrooms. But in this house, I did include a lot of bathrooms because obviously they're rich people. They probably would want, bathrooms for each individual. So yeah, this is the bathroom that we see in the movie. So I think I got the layout of this pretty close to the movie actually. I'm really happy with this bathroom. There's two doors that lead to the shower and on the toilet as well. And yeah, I really like that bathroom. Most of the bathrooms in the house will have a similar furniture. The only difference is that it's a different layout because there's a different shape. Right, so it looks like we are pretty much done with the upstairs. I had some footage that I cut out of the hallway, but yeah, it's a hallway, there's really nothing of interest there. You will see the floor plans towards the end of this video anyway, so I didn't bother to include that. But now we're working on the basement, which is actually a pretty important room. And once again, I did have to put a lot of clutter in this room as well, but there's one really notable feature of this basement, and that is this like secret door that actually leads to the underground bunker in the house, which the owners, the Park family, they actually don't know that it exists inside of their house, and they don't even know that there's actually a person living in that underground bunker, which is creepy. Really creepy. It actually traumatized their kid, Da-sung, who actually saw the guy hiding underground and he thought it was a ghost or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of photos of this area online, so I just tried to make it look as similar as possible. I really love that detail of the folding tables, which does play a little bit of a role towards the end of the movie, and also of those water bottles as well. And for the sliding secret door, I just covered a basic door with some kitchen cabinets, and that's pretty much it. I would have loved to have an actual, you know, functioning door, but obviously the only ones we have in game are bookshelves, and they don't really, you know, they don't really look like the ones in the movie, so I just used some of those kitchen cabinets instead. The basement also has a little laundry area and a little pantry area as well. Once again, you will see a lot of that in the floor plans that I will show in just a little bit towards the end of this video. But now we are furnishing the bunker area, which is accessed through a very winding staircase that leads to the underground part of this house. And basically the reason why this bunker exists is that apparently a lot of rich Korean families are afraid of a North Korean nuclear attack, which is why they built these underground bunkers inside of their mansion so that they can have somewhere to, you know, be protected if there is a North Korean attack, basically. Now, the architect of this house included this as a secret, and the current owners, the Parks, they don't actually know this bunker exists. So, yeah, they don't know that there's you know, a man living in their basement, which is a really scary prospect. But yeah, I just tried to, you know, recreate how this whole underground area looks. I did notice that there was one bed in like the hallway area, and then there's another like little cot on the other side, and then I don't know, it's just a bunch of different things. A lot of clutter as well, and also a lot of books. I actually also included a little switch that is also vital to the story of this movie. And let's see, some, you know, dingy details as well, like a lot of trash and a lot of, you know, like, what are those, like water like flooded bits. But yeah, that's pretty much the basement, I guess, or like the bunker. This is probably the most complicated part of this build. Obviously, I had to build this whole house in a hill because that's kind of the point of, you know, like the whole movie. It's to really, you know, be a metaphor for like the social inequality in Korean society, I guess. So the fact that the Parks live like, you know, on a hill and the Kims live in like a semi-basement is a very powerful statement that the movie's trying to make. Speaking of semi-basements, a lot of you did suggest I recreate that, and I do have it on my list. And yeah, I might yeah, get inspired by that. So yeah, anyway, there you guys just saw me build kind of like the main staircase that, you know, provides access to the rest of the house. And then there's also a little garage area. Unfortunately, the garage doesn't open onto the actual garage part of this house. You guys will see me furnish it in just a little bit. But yeah, because of the way terrain tools work and because of the way basements work, I wasn't able to make a walkout basement, which is what I would have loved to do. That's what I would have preferred to do in this case, but unfortunately it wasn't possible. So yeah, we're just, you know, furnishing the garage in here. We did see a little bit of this in the movie as well, so just try to, you know, be as accurate to that as I can. Now that I'm seeing these cars, it reminded me of the fact that there's actually a lot of traffic outside, so you guys can probably hear a lot of background noise, so please do excuse that. I have a very busy week ahead of me, so I'm trying to, you know, get ahead of that by doing this recording on a Sunday. So hopefully I can get this up for you guys in a couple of days. So hopefully you guys can excuse all of that background noise. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to edit it out as much as I can. Over here at the back of the house, there's this little deck, and then there's this little stairs that go to a little part of the garden where we have a little bit of an important event happening in the opening sequence. This is where Kevin meets the mom, I forgot her name, the mom for the first time. And then over here we have a little courtyard that has a lot of bamboo plants. I actually really like that detail. And of course we're incorporating a little bit more bamboos over here in this staircase area. I love this because it doesn't, you know, show you the whole house. This whole bamboo acts as like a screen to cover the rest of the house, so that once you get to the top of the stairs, it's all, you know, like a really nice surprise. And then over here we are just doing the landscaping. Now for landscaping, it's actually a pretty, you know, it's a pretty like manicured garden, I would say. It's very difficult to describe, but basically it's a very geometric but also very like fluid and naturalistic at the same time. I know that sounds really weird, but there's a lot of topiaries, there's a lot of like, you know, well manicured plants, but at the same time it looks pretty, you know, natural in a way, and very like ornamented, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, that's a little bit of a taste of what the landscaping looks like. Obviously I'm not gonna do all of it in this video, I'm just showing it for you guys to have a little bit of an idea of how it looks like. But yeah, it looks like that's actually going to be it for this build. I'm really happy that I can finally move on for this one, because this build has been in the works for like many weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys so much for watching. You all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.